Hey guys, this is Jimmy your Bulge521. Today got a gameplay on the map of Yemen, and the biggest thing that I like about this gameplay is the fact that I'm not using the swarm. And I think the reason I wasn't using it in this gameplay was because of the fact that I thought that the PS3 got the patch or update like a few days ago, the beginning of March, and I noticed that my swarm wasn't really doing much. Then someone else told me that the patch came to everyone at about the same time. So that's something that I've never really paid attention to or kept up to date on with all those game updates. Apparently we've been the same way. I haven't noticed the lodestar. It did get a little slower, and its splash damage was reduced a little. But like I said, I don't know when all of this happened. So I put on the Warthog instead, and I also don't have the VSAT in this gameplay. So the kill streaks I'm rocking are the Warthog, the Lodestar, and then the dogs. And my final score was 160 to 1, and my only death was from myself. It would have been from an enemy player, but I ended up killing myself with a Lodestar missile because an enemy player was pretty much on top of me. So I'm assuming he would have killed me in an instant, but it was at the very end of the game, about 30 seconds left. It would have been cool to go flawless, but still a pretty high KD game, so I thought it was pretty cool. And no swarm. Still got that many kills. It was pretty cool. And the Warthog does a lot of work. And I don't know if I should keep it, but it felt like a mini swarm this game because it was getting like 4 and 5 man feeds at times. Not as reliable as the old swarm, but it's still a pretty good replacement. But honestly, I don't even know if we got the patch or when we did, if we got the same update as the Xbox players or whatever. But it was just how I was feeling. But it is March, like I said, March 3rd right now. March means spring to me, and hopefully it is, because this winter especially, I don't know, for some reason it's made me realize how much of a non-winter person I am. I used to not mind it, but this winter has told me that, like, honestly, I feel like we only need 2 weeks of the cold weather in the winter. Get that break from school, hang out with the family at Christmas and New Year's and stuff, and then that's all I need, honestly. I'll go skiing for a few days. But in all honesty, I'm not a huge cold weather guy, and I live in Maryland, so Maryland's one of those weird states where you can get as cold as Alaska and as warm as Florida at times in the summer. So I'm a fan of that. But recently, the past few years, I haven't gotten any snow. Like, the last snow I got was maybe 2010, 2009. But we didn't really get any snow this year. Last winter as well, it's been pretty dry, and that means no days off of school. So in all honesty, the past few years have just been telling me that I'm not a big winter guy, and definitely the summer, I'll take that over anything, because the warm weather, it's relaxing. Summer is like, it's carefree, no school, don't have to worry about as much. And like I said, this winter just told me that I'm not a big winter guy, and I don't know why it took this long for me to notice that, but I don't know. The past few months have been just not that exciting with the weather. And I'm usually a big weather guy. Like, people say, like, weather affects people's moods, and I'm kind of a believer in that too. So I don't know. I just noticed that, but definitely looking forward to the summer. March means spring. I'm playing baseball. Hopefully things get warm. I played a game yesterday. Actually, we just started up last week, and we had a little scrimmage. And baseball and February should not be in the same sentence, but luckily I was playing March 2nd, and it was snowing. It was snowing yesterday during my game. It was really, really interesting to see. And I was I was up hitting, and I'm not gonna make excuses. Like, some guys are like, dude, I can't even see the ball. That's why I struck out, or something like that. Like, that's just a lie. You're just making an excuse. But the only thing I could legitimately say about the snow, because it was coming down during the game, we didn't, have a delay or anything. The only thing I would say about it is the fact that if somebody threw an off-speed pitch or like a curveball, you couldn't pick up the spin of the baseball at all, because it was getting mixed in with with the flurries and all that. But that was pretty cool, playing in the snow. I've never done that before. And I wanted to talk about this map pack too. With all you Xbox, probably think the PS3 players are pretty primitive. We're just getting this update and the map pack and all that stuff, but I picked up a Peacekeeper last night, and I was like, hold on, what is this? I'm not watching a YouTube video. And honestly, that was the first time I had noticed that we got the new map pack, or the new update, the DLC, and a guy was using the Peacekeeper, and that was pretty cool to me. I mean, it feels so like we're all behind the Xbox guys. It's kind of funny, but we always get it a month later, so people get excited, and then you're like, Dude, that was so long ago. But I didn't get the map pack. I'm not going to buy the new maps. The only map pack I've ever been happy with was the one on Modern Warfare 2 that had salvage, that winter. Ironically, it had snow on the map and it was kind of like in the winter. But I've never been a fan of the map packs. I've never been like, these are better than the actual maps. And I don't know if we're just like a little biased or a little fed up of the maps that they make, but I never hear guys like, this is a great map pack, you got to buy this. You guys have never heard that. I mean, in all honesty, it never gets a great review. It's always exciting to see something new, and I think that's why people get it. But after 2 weeks or so, I mean, no one talks about the maps anymore. You don't see gameplays on the maps. Most of the time, a lot of the best players with the DLC, COD Elite and all that stuff, they get that stuff early. So it's not that fun to play because everyone's, going as hard as they can. And in all honesty, I've never heard a guy be like, you have to get this map back. Because, I don't know, I've never been happy with them. And $15 is not cheap. So that's just my thoughts on that. So this is kind of a random commentary. Like I said, don't want to talk about the gameplay too much. But it was kind of cool. Vector, Warthog, Lodestar, and Dogs. Final score 160-1. Only death to my own Lodestar because I'm a tool. And hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. I'll talk to you soon.